All right, good morning, everybody. When is today? Thursday, May 15th. Just waiting for New York open. So currently there is a 15-minute SAR rejection that's going. I don't take pre-market trades, but this would have been the trade right here. And I don't like how we already have the 15-minute already printed. So normally, when this 15-minute prints, you expect price to go to the opposite direction. We have the pre-market. So as we covered yesterday, we'll be observing the pre-market highs and lows as well. And maybe from next week also start taking rejection scalps from there. But this whole week from Monday's pre-market entry hit TP, Tuesday the same. Yes, yesterday's pre-market entry hit take profit as well. So I've already marked up today's pre-market at high and low, which is here, the high and the low, and the high is right here and the low is right here. These others are the pre-market highs and lows from the previous days, but you can see Monday's pre-market high hit TP right here. Tuesday's pre-market low hit TP. Wednesday, we had a pre-market high that hit TP. Yesterday's pre-market low did not have a demand zone, so it's not a trade that would have been taken. So we'll see if this 15-minute gives a rejection in any direction, but I'll be also here. We do have this at the bottom here, this levels monthly sell and 4-hour buy. Let me see. Yeah, so I wish this trade came before the live session, but I'm sorry, after the live session, but unfortunately it's come during market open. So right now, unless we maybe get a 30-minute entry, so we have a 4-hour sell entry at the top here. So this might be a potential area for a rejection scalp as well. 982, 992 area. This would be the 10-point entry. So this right here, if we get up here, this will be the 10-point entry. Let's see. 10-point entry. Somewhere here. All right, let's see if we get there. The other ones we have this 4-hour. We have a 4-hour, we have a monthly sell as well. 4,600. Let me see. There's 30. Oh, I forgot to check the EMA's entry. For the EMA, oh, wait. We do have a, no, actually we're in a green zone, so I thought we missed out on the EMA sell, but we are currently in a demand zone. We do have a order block, a weekly bullish order block there. But anyway, this one would have ended up at TP, but unfortunately this happened before market open. So we'll just wait for the next entry right here. Also here next to the pre-market low, we do have this monthly SAR and 4-hour rejection SAR. So looking at the most optimal one is 753. So this is 743.5. So somewhere about here. And what I'll do is put an alert here and then I'll put this one. So this week has been amazing. If you look at the trades we took since Monday, the 10-point entries have been on point. The regular 5-second change of structure entries have been on point. So this week, across both accounts, I think it's up 15,000 on a 200K. So anyway, so let's see what trades we get today. What is this? What am I doing? Rejection scalp. Yeah, so unfortunately, and see what I told you guys, this 15 minutes, unless we do what we did yesterday where we came for the pre-market low, before going back up. So normally when this 15-minute is printed before market open, or I'm sorry, after market open, you normally expect price to reject to whatever direction. So here, I'm anticipating a push up for US 30. The only reason that may not happen is they might come down here to pick up liquidity at this pre-market low. We also have a monthly sell SAR and a 4-hour buy SAR. So this might be something like this. So this seems pretty likely. And if we look down here, we do have an area of heavy demand actually, right? You can see even at that pre-market low, we have a heavy order block right there. So we'll see which comes first here. So here we have three levels. We have the pre-market low, we have the monthly SAR, we have the 4-hour SAR. So I think it's more likely price to come down before going up. So we'll just wait and see if we get an entry. If not, that's fine. It's been an amazing week so far, so nothing, no need to force anything. Let's see. Mm, 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 Markups. Yeah, so this would have been a nice trade if it wasn't pre-market. Let's see. Hopefully we get something else here. Reset. Seven, mm, nine. Okay, we'll just wait and see what we get. Excuse me. If we do close, I keep forgetting the EMA entry. If we do close above, what time is it? If we do close at 9:45 above, and again, this will happen. If you guys remember yesterday's EMA entry that we won happened so fast. But if we close above this 15-minute EMA here, you can also see we have a weekly bullish low, which is a weekly order block. Um, and we are also in a demand zone. So if in the next 8 minutes, if this candle closes up above this 15-minute EMA, we'll have an EMA entry. But this looks like it will happen so fast. The 10-point entry, only thing with EMAs is that they keep moving. So we'll watch it when it's about to close and see where the entry will be. But given that we are on this weekly bullish low order block, we should get a spike to the upside if we do close above it. So I think it would be a pretty good trade to take as well. CPI. Let's see here. So this trade that we marked up yesterday for gold on the daily looks like it came just a little bit towards drawdown. I'm sorry, towards stop loss, but then reversed back from this hourly bullish order block. But I did not. So this one I wasn't willing to take it because you'd have needed $125 stop loss and TP. So it's a pretty wide entry for me. But given if this daily candle closes like this, I forget what what is it called? I forget what this is called. I don't know if it's a bullish pin bar or bullish hammer, but you can see we have a heavy wick from the bottom for gold, and it's rejecting off of an hourly bullish order block, which is also in a demand zone. Actually, never mind, it's not in a demand zone. Rejecting from an hourly bullish order block, we have this heavy wick from the top. So if we do close with a strong body with barely any wick to the top, this might signal a reversal to the upside on gold. The only other issue with this is that this might be kind of lower high. What is it? Lower high, lower low kind of thing for gold. So it might just be like a short-term pullback and then maybe something of that sort. But so we have 3 more minutes until this 15-minute candle closes. Again, if this candle closes above this 15-minute EMA1, this label will change from red to green with a X mark at the end. And it will happen pretty fast. And you can see the rejection at that area. So if all else remains constant, 86, 76, so 76 area will be 76.9, but this will keep switching or moving as price moves up and down. And I think, have we retested the hourly 4-hour EMA? I think we've retested the 4-hour. I think we tested the 4-hour EMA, right? Maybe. I see. What's the 4-hour EMA? 4-hour EMA is at 41,975. Interesting. Shoot. Huh. Give me one moment, 2 minutes before this 15-minute closes. Okay, there's the 4-hour EMA. I don't know why it wasn't showing up on the 15-minute. That's so weird. Ah, 975. Actually, no. The monthly and 4-hour EMA are together. Okay, I thought this wasn't sure. So we have a 4-hour EMA here as well, which hasn't been tested. And we are also in a supply zone. So if price gets to the 4-hour EMA at around 975, so here we know 968 call it 970, 980. There's a possible sell at 41,980 here based off of the retests of the 4-hour EMA. Let's see. Okay, 52, what is it? 50 seconds. So this will be an an entry for the 15-minute EMA. So we are closing above a weekly bullish low, so this is a perfect entry for me. So this is 893, so 883 somewhere here. That will be the retest. So we need to get a retest of the 15-minute EMA. And I need, so again, I'm entering trades on two accounts. One account I'm entering exactly at the 10-point marker. The other one I'm entering on the 5-second change of structure. So the only until I move over officially to entering on the 10-point, the only official trades are the ones I enter on the 5-second time frame. So those are the quote unquote safer entries. The 10-point marker you're entering with a 1:2 risk to reward. The 5-second change of structure you're entering with a 1:1 risk to reward. The reason you're entering using a 1:2 on the 10-point is since you're not waiting for confirmation, 901. So this moves to, since you're not waiting for confirmation, you want to increase the odds or the probabilities of you not being in like a big losing streak. So that's why you want to go for like a 1:2 or more than a 1:1, whatever it is that you prefer. So let's see. So up here, we also know there's a sell. So if price keeps going up, so for the sell, we have a lot of sells. Actually, where price is going, we are almost getting to the pre-market high here. We have a 4-hour sell rejection. We have a 4-hour EMA one rejection. So for this sells, if price does come anywhere close by here to this 4-hour EMA one, we do have a bunch of sell opportunities, 972.9. Only thing with EMAs is that they're ever changing. So sometimes you have to keep changing your 10-point threshold back and forth. So here we have a buy, pending buy, based off of the 15-minute EMA. It's 200, 200. So unless price just gets stuck in a range, I think we should be able to get 1 or 2 trades. Or like yesterday when we got, I think yesterday we got 4 trades or 3 trades on the live session. This is rejection scalp. All right, so there we go. So 15-minute EMA 897. So this should be 887. Give me one moment. So 894, 884.8 is the 10-point. So 884.8, I'm looking here. 884. As soon as it hits 884, right there. So I'm in that entry based off of the 10-point. And again, for the 10-point, it's just you're doing a 1:2. So something like that. So that's the one I am in right there. And I'm waiting for the 5-second entry as well. So I'll show you guys the 5-second. Come on, come on, come on. So the 5-second, we need a crossover, right? So we need that green X. And there we go. Okay, so that the green X is happening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm in that one as well on my official account. So this is our regular account, right? So you can see the difference between the 10-point entry and the 5-second change of structure entry. So the 5-second one, you're waiting for change of structure. And this, and unfortunately, I think I got slipped. Is this that account? So this one I got, wait, did it take? I think I got taken out. Yes, so this one I got slipped. So the 5-second one, I got taken out and price is coming back down. I'm still in the other 10.1, but depending on at what point you would have entered it. Personally, I got slipped out. So depending on whatever broker or whatnot you're using, you can, yeah, so either way it looks like wait, yeah, either way it looks like even that one would have gotten taken out. So let's see if this is, so yesterday we talked about there are times both entries will lose, there are times either of them will win, there are times that, right, like one or the other will win and the other one will lose. So I'm still in the 10-point entry, but right now this particular one, the 5 second ended up being taken out. So for today, unfortunately, the first trade is a losing trade, and I'm still in the other one. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So there's still at 30-minute, depending on how we close on the 30-minute, there might be another buy. So I'm still I still think, wait, I still think that US 30 will push up based off of this weekly bullish low. But it might just be a matter of time. Anyway, so this one was at 41,909 here, 41,909. And I think even on, nope, I'm still in that trade for the 10 point, but it does look like we are dipping pretty heavily. So this was that area for the All right, so I think I'm about to get taken out, even on the 10-point entry. So I'm still in it, but yeah, I got taken out of that one as well. So this is one of those days where both of them lost. And actually, this week has been good because we've seen an example of both setups losing at the same time, regardless if you waited for the 5 second or if you went up to the entered on the 10 point. We've seen an example of one of them losing, the other one winning. So it's been a good week overall, regardless of um, whichever went through. But anyway, so looking at where we are at right now, so currently, if we do close below this 15-minute EMA, it wouldn't be a sell because again, we are still in a demand zone. So even though we do close below this 15-minute EMA, I wouldn't take that sell on the retest of the 15-minute because we are just in a demand zone. The nearest supply zone is pretty much far away from where we currently are right now. So if price keeps shooting back to the downside, we have this one area that's down here around the pre-market low, around the monthly SAR rejection and 4-hour SAR rejection. So if price wants to keep going back down to the downside, there are some entries at the bottom there. All right. So these are those two trades. So first trade, let me see, 910. This is, so this 880, I even got a better entry than 884. So this is that first trade on the 10 point. Again, ended up just being a losing trade, just down 1%. And this is the main one waiting for a 5-second change of structure. Again, ended up being a losing trade as well. So even overall on one of the like the bigger account, like yesterday was up 5,800, the previous day was up like 3,800. So it's like what? Still up in profit for that account, like 6K. And same thing for the other account. I think it's been about 5K for the week. So hopefully another trade lines up and ends up bringing both accounts into profit. Now, for the only thing with the 1:1 account, which is the main account that I use for and I use that by waiting for the 5-second change of structure, is that if it will take me two winning trades in order to recoup the profit and I'm sorry, recoup the loss and be in profit for the because I'm using a 1:1. For the 10-point entry, I just need one winning trade to get me back even in profit. Because if I win one trade, because if you look at the difference in profits here, when I win a trade for the 10-point entry, um, I make 2%, right? So I just need to win one trade and I'm back in profit like 1%. But for this particular trade, this particular account here, I just have a 1:1. So I need like two consecutive wins to get back into profit for the day. But I think we'll get another entry here. Only thing is that price is just stuck in between all these EMAs here, this hourly, 30-minute, 15-minute, and also we have this weekly bullish low order block. So I still think US 30 will push up. Probably the only thing pulling it down is this pre-market low, which is what it did yesterday, because yesterday, same thing, pretty much the same thing happened yesterday during the live session. Yeah. So yesterday we had this consolidation that was right here. And then later on in the afternoon, we had this sweep of the pre-market low and price went back up. So that's almost similar to what happened yesterday. But we might get this sell at the top here. So we'll see if that comes in as well. Okay. This is another chance to get into a buy based off of a 30-minute EMA one rejection. We are about to close above this EMA. Yeah. So I still like this entry as well. So Let's see if we get this one. 881, this would be at 871. 881.6, 871.6. So this buy would be somewhere here. If you took the loss on the other one, just make sure to manage your risk accordingly. For me, I normally risk 1% per trade. If I end up getting, my maximum risk for the day is like 3%. So if I have like three back-to-back losses, I'm done for the day. So we'll see if we get this 30-minute one. I still think US 30 will push up. It's just a matter of at what point will it do it. But I think right where it is, because if we close above the 30-minute EMA one right now, we will have price being above the 15-minute, the hourly, and the 30-minute EMA. So I still think this is a good entry. Okay, so 30-minute EMA, so we need a retest of it, and the retest. We also have a big wick. Yeah, so I like the big wick at the bottom of the previous 15-minute candle. So this again, I think is going to be a good buy. So what I'm waiting on is price to come to this 30-minute EMA 889.2. So entry would be at 879.2. So the higher the EMA goes, the higher the entry goes, but we just need a retest of it. Okay, we also have a sell opportunity there. We have a SAR. Okay, 15-minute buy SAR. This will happen so fast. We are in a supply zone. This is 956.66. So this is a sell on the 15. So the sell entry, the 10 point would be 66, I think. But we are approaching higher selling areas there. So there's one entry here for the 10 point. That would be it because we just formed a 15-minute entry here. A 15-minute rejection, SAR rejection. So that is it right there. So waiting for it on the 5-second time frame. Again, just so waiting on the 5-second as well. But keep in mind, there are these selling areas above here, right? So price can easily go up there first before coming back down. So maybe wait above here, but if you want to take this 5-second one, if it does come up, just use appropriate risk, just divvy up your risk. But there is a entry coming. The 10 point is already running, but you can see prices is just back and forth, but I'm waiting for that X. And I think I'm on the right chart. There it is. So we need it to close. And if we keep pushing up there, so in the background, that's just the 10-point entry. But given that so keep in mind up here is where we have like the 4-hour EMA. So it's best to wait for price to go up here. But if you still want to test this out, either use a smaller lot size or divvy up your risk, knowing that you have the opportunity to take 3 trades here. Let's see, 5-second one. All right, so this one is the 4-hour sell that's right there. see if we get the 5-second one. We might go for the 4-hour, I think. Because keep in mind, we also have the pre-market highs that are up there. Let's see. So the 5-second has still not validated yet. And this 4-hour, this is going to be pretty close. I think the best entry, 980, 992. This is tricky. It's a little bit tricky. So there's the red X. So this is that one right there. Still a little tricky, but that's the 5-second confirmation entry. And we'll see how this goes. And if you guys remember, yesterday I talked about a red flag of both of the trades losing is, and by both I mean the 10-point and the 5-second losing is if both of them are in the same area. So you can see the entry point for the 5-second change of structure, which is here, and the entry for the 10-point, they are literally at the same entry point. So this I've noticed this, it's kind of a red flag to show that both of the trades might lose. So if you remember those, I think 3 scenarios I gave, there are times when both trades will lose, like earlier on today. There are times when only one trade, either the 10-point or the 5-second confirmation will win and the other one will lose. But mostly when both of them lose, sometimes it's when both of them are in the same entry point. And also here, we have this 4 hours. So this, I think, above here, 982, 992. So 992, I think, would be a better selling area. But anyway, so whatever happens with the 5-second, if we lose, we end up losing it. And that will unfortunately just be like another, like 2 back-to-back losses. But if it goes in the proper direction, or if we sink from here, then we should be good. But for me personally, I take every trade, every valid trade that shows up. But I just give myself a max of 3 back-to-back losses for the day, which I cap out at 3%. So we'll see. All right. So for this account, okay, so full TP on this account. So on the main account, full TP. And my stop just trailed, so I just hit TP on that. For my 10-point account, it's like at a 1:1, I think. So for the main account, the 5-second entry, unfortunately, or fortunately, we are back to break even for the day. I'm still in the trade using the 10-point account, so I achieved a 1:1. So even for the 10-point, it's just, for me, I just don't set break even at some point, or I don't take partials. But if you take partials as a trader, if you set break even, you can go ahead and do that. For me, I just stopped doing break evens and partials because I just want the statistics either for the full TP or stop loss. So, but anyway, so full TP on the 1:1 risk to reward, which is the 5-second confirmation. The other one, the 10-point one, is still running, the 10-point entry, but I don't have too much confidence in the 10-point entry right now. The reason for that is we should have started seeing a lot of downtrend right now, but especially knowing we have a 4-hour rejection right there, SAR rejection. We also have, actually the 4-hour EMA has already been retested, so we should be golden. The 4-hour EMA one has already been retested. So actually, this trade should be good because we held the 4-hour EMA. So if I look at the 4-hour EMA, we switched from we switched from not being tested to, so you can see the end of the label switched to a check mark, so which means the EMA has been retested. So we just need a nice push down from here, and I should be able to get back in profit even on my 10-point account. We just need a stronger push down. There we go. And the reason sometimes you don't want to see both entries at the same area is because normally when the 1:1 hits, price does not always necessarily go in that direction. You normally have some sort of reversal. So what I like seeing is excuse me, the 5-second change of structure entry coming in like at a 1:1 for the 10-point entry. And the other option I've been considering is maybe instead of a 1:2, going for a 1:, or trailing my stop at a 1:1.5. That's another option, but I'll see that going forward. And just need another push. See if I get that. $32, $37, $38, 4,000. There it is. My trailing stop is going. Come on, trail. Okay, so I'm out of the position. So I'm back in profit for my 10-point account, and for the other account, I'm back to break even. I think I I got slipped out a little bit. It is what it is, but should be either way, I'm still back in profit actually. Yep, back in profit for that account. So this was an okay trade. I really didn't like seeing both entries at the same area, but it ended up working out. Um, and we'll see. So maybe right now it's coming. So you see this 15, like again, this 15-minute, if you see this 15-minute after market open. So you remember what happened like in the beginning of market open, what I said, shoot, when this 15-minute showed up, expected the reversal back to the upside, right? Same thing. This other 15 showed up on the upside. So something like this. So at this point, I think price will come back to this pre-market low and this rejection areas right there. So this, and I'd mentioned this the other day, this 15-minute entries, you can probably write them for 100 points. If you see a 15-minute entry, maybe you can write it for 100 points. Yeah. So 36. No. Two photos. All right. So, what trade was that? What trade was it again? It was based off of a 15-minute buy. Okay. So 15-minute buy entry was at 41,967. Just gotta take this for my journal. 967. Somewhere there we had this, and that should be good. Control C. Okay. So we haven't had a test of this 4-hour sell here. We've had a test of the 4-hour EMA. So what I'll delete this alert here. So we have another sell opportunity up here. which is also close to the pre-market high. Yeah, so for the pre-market highs, so this whole week, all pre-market entries have hit TP. Monday through Wednesday. Today we'll see whether either the pre-market high or pre-market low will hit. I think the pre-market low is not in an area of demand. Actually, it is. Uh, and the pre-market high is literally at the end of supply. So both trades are good. Yesterday, if you guys remember the live session yesterday, the pre-market low was in an area of no demand, was in no man's land, and you guys, if you remember, if you observed what happened after we ended the live call, how price took out the pre-market low yesterday so heavily with this move down. So you want to make sure that, so here, this big move, there was no demand area here. So price literally, swept that pre-market low, but it did end up coming back to the upside. So for US 30 rejection resistance, I haven't really traded that. Nah, there's no entry there. So the second one is the trade we just took for the 5-second change of structure confirmation. So this is just the regular account that I copy to all my other accounts from. Um, and I had slippage, but it's fine. And then this is the other account entering at the 10 point. Same thing, I had slippage. I was up like I think 4,200, but as price came back down, price slipped and closed like at 3,600. But you can see the beauty of doing like a multiple R, like 1:2, is like even though we started the day with a loss, like this other win puts me back into profit for that account. Um, and actually, wait, before we might actually, yeah, we do have a, oh my goodness. Wait, give me a second. 30-minute EMA. Oh no, we still have a pending buy here, right? For the EMA one. Yeah, we actually still have a pending buy. 30-minute EMA two. Give me a moment. Okay, if we close in the next 13 minutes above the 30-minute EMA2, there will be a buy as well. So the beauty about buys right now for US 30, and same thing, you can apply this to other instruments. Like always look at the wicks. The wicks will tell you a story. So you see like this big wick, that the first trade that we got stopped out from was because of this big wick, right? So sellers tried to push price down, but then price reversed all the way back up. So we know that we have heavy buying pressure where we are. So buys are actually looking pretty nice on US 30 right now. So we do have, if price closes, let me see, are we in a supply? We're still inside a demand zone. We're in a supply zone within a whatever. I'm sorry. We're in an overlap area, but when we are scalping, we don't care about overlaps. You just want to make sure that there's some sort of demand in there or some sort of supply in there. The reason for that is because since I'm scalping, I'm only going for 20 points. So it's not like when we are doing the SAR levels rejection where it's more of intraday trading and swing trading where I care about overlaps because the overlaps show you that, hey, even in an area of demand, you have suppliers there, or even in an area of supply, you have demand sitting there. But if you're scalping, that shouldn't be an issue. But just make sure that when you buy in a green zone or there's a green zone in there. And if you're selling, make sure there is a red zone in there. Um, Yeah, so if we, in the next 12 minutes, if we close above this 30-minute EMA2, this will be a buy on US 30. So hopefully a buy to right price to the 4-hour rejection that's right here, and maybe to even the pre-market high. So we'll just wait for that. What time is it? We'll just wait for that to happen and just follow price. If price comes back above, remember we have this 4 hour, we have a sell entry right here on the 4 hour. So if price comes back above, we have this 4 hour entry sell here. Right. So let me see. So the 4 hour sell, 982, 992. So at this point, so the 10 point entry is literally right here. So the 10 point is right there. So as soon as price hits that alert for me, I enter the sell on my 10 point entry account. And then that will be it. So since I'm already even in profit on that account, regardless, the best case scenario is that this trade wins. Worst case scenario, if it quote unquote loses, hopefully it doesn't. If we do get there, I would be back to break even for the day on that account or just a little bit under break even. So that's another good thing I like about multiple risk to rewards is you can play with your profits. Let's see. If we get a push, just need a nice push. Okay. Oh, wait. Before I forget, if we do so, seems right now we've already tested the 4 hour sell rejection. So right now I don't want to see a rejection here. So if I see a crossover sell before, so and that's the thing with sorry, whether it's the EMA rejection or SAR rejection or pre-market rejection, you don't want to see any kind of rejection or any strong rejection when price hits those areas. So you want price to come to your 10 point threshold first before rejecting. And unfortunately for this one, we just formed a crossover sell here before giving us the 10 points. So at this point, I go ahead and delete this alert. There's no need for me to even look at this trade because you always want price to come to the 10 point marker first before coming to you. But right here, we've already had that rejection. Now, there'll be times like this where price hits your EMA, price hits your SAR, price hits your order block, price hits your pre-market high and low and reverses exactly from there or just a little, you know, goes against it by 1 or 2 points and reverses from there. That is going to happen. So when that happens, don't even look to take that trade. Go ahead and delete that trade setup. So for me, at this point, the only sell I would be looking for on US 30 right now is this pre-market high. And again, the pre-market highs for this week, I'm not taking any active trades on it. I'm just marking it up. But beginning of next week, I'll be taking the trades for the pre-market high and low scalps. So it's literally the same logic, right? So the same logic I used to enter the SAR rejection scalp, the same logic I used to enter the EMA rejection scalp is the same logic I'll use for the pre-market highs and lows. The only difference is that for one, the trigger is the SAR, the other one, the trigger is the EMA, the other one, the trigger is the order block, and this one, the trigger will be the pre-market high. Excuse me. So this one 25.4, so this will be 35.4. So this one, the entry will be 42,035.4. So that will be yeah, so for this pre-market ones, up until tomorrow, I'm just taking statistics for them. I'm not even actually taking any actual trades. But if you guys want, if you do get it, you can do like a 0.01 just to observe. But Monday, it won. Tuesday, it won. Yesterday, it won. So I want to see how Thursday and Friday will go. It doesn't mean that it will win every time. I don't even know the win rate for it, but I like the consistency of it so far. This will be a rejection scalp as well. Yeah, so what did we say we're looking at? We are looking at the 30 minutes. So there's a potential buy. Just give me one moment here. There's a potential 30-minute EMA by um let's see. Mm, 2 minute 2 minutes before we can that 30-minute. And yeah, so I think that 30-minute buy should be good on the 30-minute EMA too. Uh, All right, so 1 minute and let's see, it's 10:30 or almost 10:30. So one more minute, 30-minute EMA two. So this will be a quick one as well. If it does happen, it happens so fast. Overall, we have a demand zone in the back. I have a little bit of supply in here. But if this happens, it will happen so fast. So this is at 911, so 901.7. That's where EMA2 is. So the 10 point will be there. Yeah, this one, if only we'd gotten that 10 point, we would have been able to write this move down. Let's see. So this one again will happen so fast if it does happen. So 9 seconds. In 9 seconds, we will see. Okay, so 30-minute EMA 2. So we need US 30 rejection. Give me one moment. US 30 rejection resist 15 30. Let's see. 30-minute EMA 2 is at 9:12, so maybe 9:02, around 9:02. So we'll see. Immediately it hits, I should get an alert that 30-minute EMA 2 has been retested. But I need that to happen. Yeah, it does look good. Let's see what time. 12. Come on. Should be 9:12. 9:02. 9:02 here. Okay. We've tested EMA 2 is at 911.8, so 9:02. So whenever price gets to 911.8, let's call it 912 minus 10, 9:02. So I don't want to see a rejection before price comes to 9:02. I'm only buying if price gets here. But if we get a crossover buy right now, that will be the end. And that is right there, I think, 9:02, somewhere, right, yeah. So this will be, we also retested what? We also retested EMA 1, is it? Yeah, we also retested EMA 1. I hate when trades come in at the same time. EMA 1 is at 895, 885. So I mean, one of this, for the official one, remember the 5-second one, I'm waiting for a crossover sell 885. This is so fast. So I mean the 10.1. What was I thinking here? Give me one moment here. This one is at 894, so 884. We also have a EMA 1, 200, 400. I don't think I want to take that many trades in one direction. 884. There's another entry here for the 10 point, but currently waiting for the official one, which is the 5-second entry. So we need a crossover by here. So these two right here, these are 10-point entries. So this big one's right here. This one right here, I'm still waiting for the crossover buy. So I need a green X to form. I need a green X to form. So there's the green X. If it closes 2, 1, there's the entry right there with a 1:1 risk to reward. And I think once these trades are done, whether it's TP or stop loss, that will be it for the day. I don't like getting into back-to-back trades like that. Sometimes, especially the EMA trades happen so fast. It's crazy. Because sometimes you have a lot of EMAs that get retested at literally almost at the same time. So anyway, we'll just follow this and see how they go. So this trade down here is the only one that hasn't been filled. Hopefully, price doesn't come back down there because if it comes back down there, it will mean getting stopped out of these trades that are currently running. So we'll see. Mostly, I just want this 5-second one to hit TP. Or 5-second change of structure to hit TP. So, and I think we should hit TP because we have this buying pressure that's going on. So you can see that rejection right there. I just need some good heavy rejection to the upside. Come on, EMAs. Come on, push up, push up. Yeah, so 20 points TP stop loss is pretty low for US 30. So if you see this consolidation here, uh, it's doing consolidation on a scalp because we should be either hitting TP or stop loss in like under a minute. You can see for this trade, 10:32, it's almost 5 minutes in. But I think if we push up, we'll have a big spike. I haven't had one of those big spiking candles in a minute, and hopefully it's a spike to the upside because my TP is like at a 1:5. So sometimes if price spikes, I end up gaining a lot for any spikes in price, but we'll see. And there we go. So full TP on that one. I got slipped up on that trade personal on it. So that's another win. So I've been looking forward to it. Man, we were at break even earlier. So anyway, so 0.75. I've been looking forward to the days we have like two back-to-back wins and then you end up because if you win two back-to-back wins with me with 0.75%, you have like 3% gain. But anyway, full TP on the official trade, the 5-second trade, and full TP on the other one as well. So I just made, or I'm still about to trail my stop. So I'm up 3,800. I think I got slipped on that trade as well. But let me see. if my trailing will activate. 3,900. Am I tripping? Nah. Mm, mm, mm. I might need to close this manually, especially when I get slipped by price. I think I'll just be closing manually because anyway, let me just mark up that entry here. So the entry was at, am I looking at different things? The entry was at 41,907. 41,907, and what was it based upon? EMA 2. So 41,907. That was the entry, was EMA 2. So that was the trade right there. 200, 200. Okay, and I think it's been a good day. So this was a good day. I need my trailing stop to activate. It's playing a little too much. Let's see. So this one, that was the trade. I'll just take a screen grab for this for my journal. And that is it. So with this wicks at the bottom, yeah, I still think US 30 will push up. Only thing too, if you look on the other side, we also have wicks at the top that rejected from the 4-hour EMA, 4-hour EMA 2, and also rejected, I think, from the 4-hour SAR level that's here. So that's another one. Yeah, but I think so. We already closed what? We closed above the bullish low. So I think we should keep pumping up. And what time is it? 10:42. So I can stay on to see if we get any other trade entry, but right now I don't see any other setup that's going on right now. We've already formed a 15-minute rejection, SAR rejection. We've formed a 30-minute. We are above the, so all EMAs here have been retested. The 15-minute EMA, 30-minute EMA, 2 hourly, 4 hours. So there's no EMA that hasn't been retested. So at this point, there's, it did hit TP. No, wait, am I looking? I'm looking at something different. I'm looking at a different account. Oh, wait, it just closed out in TP. So yeah, so I don't know. I just had slippage on that one. So finally, both of them hit TP. Me that hasn't been written. I think it's what 30-minute EMA one that I was waiting for down here. But yeah, some of these trades, especially the 10-point one, you have to be so quick. And unfortunately, sometimes you will get slipped out by your broker. And also you have to have a high reaction speed to do it. I did say that I'll think about coding an EA that takes the rejection scalp, but honestly, I don't even know where I would start because I would need to give it the logic of like at the very least 3 or 4 indicators, but we'll see. It's probably something I'll try to do for the end of the year or by the end of the year and just try and do it slowly. Um, so let's see. Photos. All right. All right. So that should be stop trade. I mean, I can hang back till like 11 because 11 is the end of my morning trading session. But so these are all the trades we took today, right? We started the day with a loss, unfortunately. So this is on my main account that copies to all my other, or some of my other accounts. Started the day off with a loss, but you can see we got that back. Got slipped on both exits. So the other issue with the trail, and it's not an issue per se, other issue with using a trailing stop is that unless when price hits your take profit, you have a spike towards your TP. Sometimes you'll get slipped because price will come back, hit your trailing stop, and then depending on your broker's execution time, you'll get taken out. And we all know that a lot of brokers, right, they're bad with slippage. They want to maximize your losses but want to minimize your profits, but it is what it is. So for this main account, about 13,000 less slippage, but anyway, 1,300. And then the 10 point entry account, which is why I love it, you can see that one is to two strategy. Even this account, I got slipped every time because these two wins should have been 4,000 or at least 4,000 profit. But anyway, 5,200. So you can see for this particular week, because this is the week that I started trading the 10 point entry, actually, or the 10 point entry strategy. So Monday, the 12th, which was here. Monday I took a loss on that account. So actually, let's do this, right? Because I've been doing this with you guys. Give me one moment here. Let's look at the journal, because I've been updating this journal when I'm with you guys. So okay, manual trading this, and then I just go ahead and share, right? So if we look at, so this is the journal that has the journaling the 10 point entry, right? So Monday I did take a loss. I shouldn't have, because actually I shouldn't have entered that trade because I wasn't watching the order block. I think I took a short, maybe. Yeah, I took a sell, but there was a bullish order block within. So the main thing about all of this, whatever rejection scalps, it doesn't matter whether it's EMA, SAR, order block, pre-market high, pre-market low, is that um, you do not, let me export this sheet. You do not want to take, if you're selling, make sure there isn't any bullish order blocks between your TP and stop loss. If you're buying, make sure there is no bearish order blocks between your TP and stop loss. So which is the reason I don't even want block rejection scalps. I want to use order blocks as a confluence rather than actually trading them, because sometimes they're a bit tricky to trade. And also I've noticed sometimes order blocks will line up with an EMA, will line up with an SAR. So it's like you end up, and I can't really, or I don't really want to say, oh, I took this trade based off of an order block rejection scalp, based off of an EMA rejection scalp. So I want to either give it to an EMA by itself, order block by itself, and the other one by itself. So if we go ahead and update this journal, The first trade we took here was based off of what? What's it based off of? Let me see. I keep forgetting. First trade we took today was based on, since I took that screenshot, was based off of 30-minute EMA too. So normally what I just do here, and it's good to have these journals. Like this journal is only like what, $169 a year, but it gives you so much more insight. And that's one thing I noticed. Like my trading improved when I started journal. So that way I was able to tell which strategies work or which strategies have a high win rate. And this is where like I'm able to find strategies that are, profitable every other week. So 30-minute EMA 2. I think this is the first loss over 200 EMA. The 200, no, actually, wait. It wasn't 30-minute. It was a 15-minute EMA actually, because we waited for the closure of the 15-minute EMA. Yeah, so it was a retest of, actually, my bad. Yeah, it was 15-minute EMA 1. And then the second one was a 15-minute SAR rejection scalp, if I'm not wrong. So this is SAR rejection scalp. This was 15-minute. I don't attach screenshots to this because the screenshots are similar to what I have in the other journal. So, and I think this one was a sell. So this is 41.79.41. And the last one we took was retest of, it was an EMA rejection scalp and retest of EMA 2, I think. Maybe, let me see. Yeah, 30-minute EM. So actually, EMA 2, which is the 200 EMA for me, I think has had multiple wins, so I don't think it's lost so far. Let me see, we'll see. 30-minute. Go ahead and save this, and this is a 41,874.3. Yeah, if you're using a trailing stop, for some reason the journal doesn't recognize that. It kind of wants you to input your original stop loss. But anyway, so you can see here, in literally 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12,000, right? So I say this like in 1 week, you should be able to make maybe in 1 week, you should be, so this is a 200K account. So this would be what? About, I'm terrible at math, 2%. So I think maybe 2%. No, actually, yeah, in 1 week, you should be able to make between 2 to 5%. And this is just being conservative because yesterday in the afternoon session, there was no trades that came up on the afternoon session. But you can see again, if we do this, if we keep doing this, the simulation, and I did this for you guys yesterday. So, and I had a call with another trading friend of mine yesterday, and we're doing this simulation as well. And so this simulates 2 simulations for the next 500 trades. You can go all the way up to 1,000 trades. And then I realized that I take about 50 trades a month for the rejection scalps, right? So this means if I do a simulation of 500 trades, it's simulating about 10 months and, give or take a year. Let's just call it a year of trading. So if I start from a 200K account, in 1 year, I can have a gain. Like if I literally keep doing what I'm doing, if I keep observing that if I lose, right, my cap for the day is 3%. So if I lose 3 back-to-back trades for the day, I'm done until the next day, right? So if I maintain that, if I maintain the confluences I have right now, buying when we are only in a demand area, selling when we're only in a supply area, that in a year from a 200K account, I'll gain between 500 to 600K. So I will like 3x my account, right? So if we keep simulating, right, the gain right here, 500K, 600K. Same thing, another simulation. Like with this strategy, so long as you keep doing it, and you can see total winners 265, total losers 247. I know it's close, and this is the beauty where you want to start doing the 1:2 with the 10 point, because there are those days where price, you're going to enter on the 10 point threshold and price is going to go straight into your stop loss. And we saw that, I think, on a loss I took yesterday. There are times like, actually, no, session yesterday, and there was a trade that happened exactly after the live session was over at 11. So when it got to 11, I wasn't taking any trades, right? But we saw price coming to like a 30-minute SAR rejection, and I said, let's just observe how it's going to go. And then when I did the markup for the 10 point, price literally went straight to stop loss. But then the entry for the 5 second, when price came back up, that trade would have won. But it was just kind of showing there are times when you will enter on the 10 point rejection, on the 10 point threshold, without waiting for a confirmation, and price will literally go directly to your stop loss. But the idea is that 7 out of 10 times, because this strategy, same to the 5 second one, has about 60 to 70% win rate. So the idea is that 6 out of 10 trades, 7 out of 10 trades will be winners. And if you have a 1:2 risk to reward, it will get you out of drawdown quickly. So you guys saw, like when I took the first loss earlier on this morning, you these trades for the day. This loss that I took earlier in the morning, it only took one win to get me back to not break even, but to back into profitability, compared to like this account where I'm just going for a 1:1 strategy, where it takes me 2 consecutive wins to gain back one loss and get back into profit. So again, if we keep simulating this, the gain is between about 500K, and this is a lot of money. So for me, I risk like 1% per trade. You don't have to be like me. You can risk 0.5%. If you risk 0.5%, you still have the option to make, this is a 200K account. I don't like talking in terms of monetary terms, but you still have the opportunity to make 200% return on your account. So on a 10K account, that is making what? Actually, not 200%. That's 300%. Yeah, 300%. So 3xing your account on a $1,000 account. That's 3,000. On a 100K account, that's 300,000. And now, if we want to simulate 1,000 trades, which for me to take 1,000 trades will take me about 20 months, but just call it 2 years, just round off, you'll see that if I keep doing what I'm doing, if all factors remain constant, in 2 years, I can grow a 200K account to 1.4 million. So I can 7x that account, right? So my gain would be $1 million in like 2 years. So this, the reason I show my journal and I do all this live trading is to show the opportunity that's there, right? Because man, I've lost a shit ton of money in trading. Like I've lost tens and tens of thousands, but this is just to show you like there's no amount of money you can ever, let's assume for me, let's just assume I lost 100,000, which luckily I've never lost that amount in trading. But let's just assume I or I lose 100,000 in the process of learning trading, and then I find something that, but it just shows me, hey, you have something going on here. You have a strategy that has a high win rate. You have a strategy that has a good risk to reward. If you keep with this strategy, you have an opportunity of growing a 200K account to 1 million, right? And same thing with this one, like this could be payouts. So it's telling you can get $1 million worth of payouts in the next 2 years. So you don't even need your own capital, right? But if I want even to be more quote unquote realistic, because 1% risk per trade is not bad, but if I want even to cut my risk by 2 right now, this would tell me that in 2 years I can have $500,000 worth of payouts, or even grow my own account to 500,000. So it's just and this is why like almost every week, like the amount of hours I normally use to code these indicators here, like the last 2 weeks I've spent maybe 48 hours nonstop to do all these indicators, like literally back to And give me a second. Yeah, to code these indicators back to back, but literally all this ends up paying off in the long run. Like no matter how, even yes, like this whole week I've been so tired because of all this trading stuff, because I've had a bunch of trading calls with other people, but it's like it's it's worth it at the end of the day. So that's what I'll tell you guys. It's like find um give me one second. I have to jump off on another call. But anyway, at the end of the day, like nothing really goes unrewarded. I think I'm looking at something else. Yeah, nothing really goes unrewarded for that. So the amount of effort you put in trading, eventually that's what you get, right? Whatever you believe in, whether it's the universe and everything, you will get that. So if you put in 40 hours in trading, like if maybe you only need to put 40 hours in trading and then go ahead and put in those 20 hours. But anyway, other than that, that's it for the day. I'm already super tired, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow we won't have a live session. I have another engagement, so I will see you guys on Monday. It's been a pretty good week so far. So this week alone, 2.25% return. Overall for the month, 1.5%. Of course, for me, I have a higher return because these are only the trades we take on the morning live session. Maybe later on, I'll start streaming my afternoon session, but so far this has been pretty neat. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the Discord. But other than that, I will see you guys next week. Not Monday. I'll see you guys, I think, next week, Tuesday.